Hello, California. It is Atomic, and this is Atomic California, where I am helping you make an informed decision for the 2026 primary elections. Today, we will be talking about the state executive offices. These are the last of the statewide constitutional offices. That includes the governor and the lieutenant governor. And so I wanted to cover these ones as these are the main ones for the state. And we'll get into your local as well as the federal election here in California. On the agenda today, we will be talking about Secretary of State, Treasurer, Attorney General, Insurance Commissioner, State Board of Equalization, and the Superintendent of Public Instruction. Again, as a reminder, June 2nd is the primary. You should have already received your mail-in ballot as well as your voter information pamphlet. If you have not received any of these, you can vote in public and the pamphlet will tell you that. Please go to your local library to find more information out about voting, as you can vote at your local library. So, what the hell is the Secretary of State? They serve as the Chief Elections Officer. They maintain the Domestic Partnerships and Advanced Healthcare Directive registries, and they are the safeguards for the state archives. I like to consider the Secretary of State like the librarian of the government. They really just hold all of the information that we as people need in order to make informed decisions and know what's going on in California. So, who's on the ballot? Our current Secretary of State, Shirley Weber, is running again for the seat. I have actually met Shirley Weber before, and she does a pretty good job at, working in government. But again, you make your own decisions. So this is our current Secretary of State, along with Donald P. Wagner, the previous mayor of Irvine, and Michael Feinstein, the previous mayor of Santa Monica. Okay, we know what Secretary of State is now, but what the hell is a controller? I thought that's what you use to play video games. Well, California's controller is responsible for accountability and disbursement of the state's financial resources. They also safeguard many types of financial property until they're claimed by the rightful owners. The controller is a member of numerous financial authorities and fiscal and financial oversight entities, including the Franchise Tax Board and the Board of Equalization, which we'll get into the seats for the Board of Equalization. They also serve on the boards of the nation's two largest public pension funds, including CalPERS. If you work for California, then you may have CalPERS as your retirement fund. I currently have CalPERS as my retirement fund, and so it's cool to know that the controller is a person who is holding over that. Think of the controller as your payment plan. Think of the controller as somebody who's out here paying all of your bills for you. For California. So, who are our controller candidates? Our current controller, Mila Cohen, is our current controller, and she is endorsed by Gavin Newsom. Herb Morgan is a chief investment officer, and he has been appointed to the San Diego Commission board, so he has experience, as well as Megan Adams. She is a school bus driver and works as a fiduciary for the Smart 1741 fiduciary. The treasurer. So, the controller is the one who is paying all the California bills, and the treasurer is the one who is managing the state's pooled money investment accounts. So, think of them as your investment banker. They invest the monies on the behalf of the state and government and the local jurisdictions to help them manage their fiscal affairs. So, who are these people? We have Anne, who is a senator. Jennifer Hawkins, who is a retired businesswoman. Elaine, you may remember her because she is our current lieutenant governor. David Sherpa, a businessman. Glenn Turner, an activist. And Tony Vasquez, a member of the State Board of Equalization. And again, if you click on their photos, it will take you to their website where you can learn more about them and what they plan to do for you. So, Our Attorney General. The Attorney General is the state's top lawyer and law enforcement official. They protect and serve the people in the interests of California. The Attorney General's responsibility includes the safeguarding of Californians from harm and promoting community safety, preserving California's spectacular natural resources, enforcing civil rights laws, and helping victims of identity theft, mortgage-related fraud, illegal business practices, and other consumer crimes. So who is running for the seat? We have our current Attorney General who is running again, Rob Bonta, as well as Michael Gates, who is a state attorney, and Marjorie Michaels, who is a justice advocate. Insurance commissioner. I didn't know that California needed an insurance commissioner. Are we insured? I mean, we struggle with having insurers here, and there's a lot going on when it comes to insurance in California. We've seen that time and time again when it comes to the wildfires. So what does the insurance commissioner actually do? They oversee and direct all of the functions of the Department of Insurance, licenses, regulations, and exams insurance companies, enforces the laws of California's insurance code, and adopts regulations to implement the laws. So, who's running for insurance commissioner? There are a few people on this ballot, so let's go through them. And I want to reiterate that some of these people's names I cannot pronounce. So I will be fighting for my life a little bit, but please bear with me. We have Ben Allen, who is a senator, Keith Davis, who has experience as an insurance agent, Robert Howell, who is a business owner, Jane Kim, who's an attorney, Stacy Cord-Gaydon, who is an insurance agent, Eduardo Vargas, who is a science teacher, Mary Farron, who is a consumer advocate, Stephen Bradford, who is a senator, Dr. Sean Lee, a financial exec, and Patrick Wolf, who is a financial advisor. Again, click on any of their photos and you will be able to go to their websites to find out more information about them. The State Board of Equalization. The BOE is constitutionally and statutorily responsible for overseeing California's property tax system, as well as their alcoholic beverage tax and tax on insurers. It's broken up into 4 districts. I'll let you know about what your districts are, and they will be available in here. As you can see the mapping of the districts right here, but we'll get more into that. So, District 1 covers all of these beautiful cities and counties. District 1 comes to the front. You have Nelson Esperanza, Shannon Grove, Donald Williamson, and Nadar Shahati. Not listed is Dusty Beach, as he has no website and no information available about him. Again, click on any of their photos and you will be taken to their websites to learn more about them. All right, District 2, come to the front. These are all of the cities and beautiful counties that are covered in District 2. We have John Pimentel, Sally Lieber, J. Brett Marimy, Mark McComas, Bill Shireman, and John Zakura. District 3 is just Los Angeles County. Candidates with no websites listed are Stephen Hohill and Jiajing Liu and Marie Manvel. You have Carlo Bassi, Rudy Bermudez, Mike Gibson, Baru Sanchez, Sam Stockton, and Yvonne Liu. And last but not least, we have District 4, which includes all of these, which includes me and my city. Woo, woo. Okay, sorry. So we have Martin Aras, Dennis Beludin, Gardner Osborne, Cody Peterson, and Tom Umberg. So, the Superintendent of Public Instruction. The California Department of Education and the State Superintendent of Public Instruction are responsible for enforcing education laws and regulations, and for continuing to reform and improve public elementary school programs, secondary school programs, adult education, some preschool programs, and child care programs. So, who's running for this seat? We have Richard Barrera, Wendy Wendy Liu, Nichelle Henderson, Frank Lara, Gus Matamal, Al Maratachi, okay, Joshua Newman, Anthony Rendon, Sonia Shaw, and Anai Long. And again, click on any of their photos and it will take you to their websites. So, what about everything else that is on my ballot? Everything that has been covered thus far is for the statewide constitutional offices. So these are people who are working directly in the state. Links will be listed for more information on the other roles, as we have Senate seats, House seats, and Assembly seats available, as well as local election news. So please, California, let's make an informed decision. I love you all, California, and thank you so much for coming to Atomic California. I hope that I was able to assist you in figuring out what to do with this ballot, as there is so much being covered, and I hope that you can make an informed decision. Goodbye.